Hi, welcome back to Sing Along Saturday with the Philbrook Museum. I'm Mr. Simon with Hot Toast Music Company. And as you can see, this week, I'm still on location at my house. These are my home gardens. You know, this week we're celebrating Earth Day, and the gardens are one of the most magical places to celebrate our planet. One of my favorite gardens in our city is right at our very own Philbrook Museum. So this song is called The Magic of a Seed. Won't you join me and celebrate everything that makes our planet so wonderful? Magic of a seed is that it's full of possibilities. Magic of a seed is that it was made to grow, 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 grow. A seed was made to grow. Now if you plant a seed of kindness in no time at all, you will find it doesn't stay small. The flowers of friendship everyone will see, and the fruit that comes from friendship is sweet. Yeah! The magic of a seed is that important things are sometimes tiny. The lesson of a seed is that you were made to grow, 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 grow. You were made to grow, yeah! If you plant a seed of kindness in no time at all, you will find it doesn't stay small. The flowers of friendship you will soon see, and the fruit that comes from friendship is sweet. All right, come on, jam with me. Oh, there's magic in a seed, and there's magic in you and me. You were made to grow. You were made to grow. Yeah, you were made to grow, 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 grow. You were made to grow. See you next week.
Hi everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Did you love Mr. Simon's new song that he sang for Sing Along Saturday? It was called The Magic of a Seed. And I don't know about you, but I love plants. And so I want to share this awesome book with you called If You Plant a Seed. This book is special because both its words and the paintings are made by the same person, Kadir Nelson. So we're going to spend some extra time looking at all the beautiful paintings they created just for this book. If You Plant a Seed. Words and paintings by Kadir Nelson. I love that it says paintings specifically. That way you know how they made their pictures. If you plant a tomato seed, a carrot seed, and a cabbage seed, what do you think's going to happen? Look at that beautiful little bunny and mouse. In time, with love and care. Look, how many days do you think it takes? I see at least there's a rainy day, a sunny day, nighttime. You can see what's happening. Tomato, carrot, and cabbage plants will grow. Look, we see a tomato because we see red tomatoes. I love tomatoes. That maybe looks like a cabbage. So that one must be carrot. But I can't see the carrot. Where's the carrot growing? Oh, yeah, of course. The carrot's growing underground. You have to pull it out. And that's exactly what Mr. Bunny did. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful picture. We see Bunny's eating a carrot. Mouse is eating, yeah, a tomato. But what's going on in the sky? Uh-oh. Looks like someone wants to share that deliciousness. Do you think maybe they want a snack? I bet they do. It looks so yummy. Oh, they definitely want a snack. Sometimes when I'm eating something, my dog looks at me like this. She wants a snack for sure. If you plant a seed of selfishness in a very short time, looks like Bunny doesn't want to share. Selfishness will grow and grow and grow. Oh my gosh. Everybody's upset. No one's happy. Look at Bunny sticking out his tongue. That's not very kind. It's gonna grow into a heap of trouble. Look. What a mess. Nobody got to enjoy those yummy, delicious tomatoes. But if you plant a seed of kindness, look what's happening. Mouse is deciding to share. In almost no time at all, look, they sit here and they're watching the birds fly with their little tomato where they're going to take it to their house. The fruits of kindness. Oh, look at what's happening. So many seeds will grow and grow and grow. Look at that. Do you think that sharing is a way to make friends? One of my favorite things to do is to share with my friends. Look at that beautiful garden. When you're kind and when you're sharing, oh my gosh. And they are very, very sweet. Kindness grows. And look, we see even more friends now. Because we see that maybe Bunny gave to Crow. And maybe Crow gave to Mr. Raccoon. Maybe Raccoon was kind to Duck and Ducklings. And then everyone gets to share in all the delicious vegetables that they grew together. The end. Have you been trying to grow vegetables this year? I know a lot of people are. Here at the museum, we've been working very, very hard to grow a bunch of vegetables to share with Tulsa. And we hope to share them very, very soon. But we're going to have to wait, just like Bunny did. In time, with love and care, we're growing vegetables as well at the museum. So I hope I will see you all soon. Have a great week. Happy Earth Day. And I will see you later. Bye. Hi everyone. How are you today? I'm so excited to be back with another family art club, and I can't wait to show you this project. So today we are making a do-it-yourself DIY art light box. So you might be asking, what is a light box? Well, light boxes are some of my favorite tools to encourage wonder and creative exploration with our youngest children, as well as they're really fun for elementary school and up as well. So basically it's just a box that is completely opaque on the sides but has this beautiful glowy light, so you can explore light and color and shadows on the surface of the light box. And a lot of times you'll see them online and they're super duper expensive if you just want to buy a light box. But this is one way to make a really easy at-home version. So the first thing you're going to start with is a tote of some kind or a box. So I actually recommend you all using a clear tote. The only thing you need to know is the top of it needs to be plain. So you don't want any ripples or anything like that in the top of the clear plastic tote lid. I actually, here at the museum, I didn't have one, and so I'm making one with a cardboard box. What I've done is, this is just like one of those banker boxes with a lid, a file box, and I just cut the top out and I put some clear plastic and I just taped it inside. But it'll work great, but for the super easy way to go, the clear tote is probably the one I'd recommend. So the first thing you're gonna do to make your light box is, I'm gonna take this lid off, and you are going to use aluminum foil. We have it in sheets here at the museum, but rolls work just as well. And you are going to line the entire bit of your tote or your box with aluminum foil with the shiny side out. So that will act as a reflector, so when we put our lights down in here, the light bounces around and it comes up through the top, making a really beautiful glowy light box. So I'm going to go ahead and just use clear packing tape and aluminum foil to start lining the inside of my box. All right, so as you can see, I have lined the inside of this box in aluminum foil. And I want to note that it's not perfect. There's parts of the foil that are kind of popping up. That's not a big deal. You just want to make sure that most of the inside is foil lined, and like I have seams that are kind of peeling up. Not a big deal, because I just use the tape to kind of just tack it in place. The only reason why we want to kind of use the tape is just to ensure that the foil stays up, but as far as we're not like having it be super perfect it's not the goal. So now that I have my box that is going to act as a giant reflector to reflect my light up all around, I can start working on my lid. So you all have probably a clear tote. If you have a box like mine, I've just got some plexiglass that is gonna be our lid, or like top, but we need to make sure that we have we want the light to shine through, but we want it to be a diffused light. So we don't want to see like pinpoints of light. We want the whole thing to be like this beautiful glow. And so what you can do is you can line the top of your box, and either this is just a white tissue paper, like a gift wrap paper, or we had these vellum sheets that they're just smooth, they're semi-opaque vellum sheets. But you can use the vellum or you can use the tissue paper. They both work great. And then you're just going to tape it to the underside You're not gonna wanna tape it on the side where you're gonna be playing. You want that to be nice and smooth and clean, and you can wipe it down if you need to, all those good things. You're gonna tape it to the underside of your lid. So that's what I'm going to do. I might have some seams. That's okay with me. Tissue paper you can get in bigger sheets, and so seams are less of an issue if that is something that is super important to you. But I just like how easy to work with vellum, like these vellum sheets are. So for me, if I don't have to fight the tissue paper, I'm gonna do that. Okay. And let's see, I might do a couple layers of vellum. You can see I might see what it looks like with one layer of vellum, and then if I need to, I can always go back and add another layer. But I am gonna trim my vellum, because I don't know if you can see that, but where the papers are overlapping, you can see the overlap, and I don't want to necessarily see the overlap. So I'm going to trim my vellum just a little bit so that we don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna just kind of folded it along where I want to trim, and then I'll cut on the fold. Or maybe I'll try tearing it. That'll give me a nicer, cleaner edge. Cool. So then I can just lay it and butt it right up to the other sheet, and I have a seam, but I don't have a huge overlap, which is what I wanted. And with this one, I am kind of making sure to do a little bit better at my taping than the aluminum foil, because I just don't want a ton of shadows or light leak. So I am taping my edges down a little bit better. Still not perfect. It'll never be perfect, and that's okay. Okay, so actually I am gonna put a little tiny piece of tape right along my seam that will keep it from kind of bowing down when I have it all on my box. So I might be able to see that little tiny piece of tape, but like I said, if you want to get around that, you can use tissue paper and cut it to size instead of smaller sheets of vellum. And I love doing these. Like, you could do them in a giant under bed bin, would be amazing. And so like way more affordable than a light box of that size if you just bought it from the store. So this is like a mini version. But you can apply the same principles to whatever size tote you have. So now I have my lid, and it will fit on my box just like this. So I've got a white topped box, and inside is full of aluminum foil. And the thing, what we need now is the light. So If you wanted to use plug-in twinkle lights, you can totally do that. You just need to drill a little hole in the side of your box so that the wire can escape. But at the museum, we have a lot of these. We use these a lot for programs. So these are just battery operated lights and they work great. They're not very expensive. You get them online. And I don't really need to undo them, but feeling a little like I need to, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer different light sources in this box. And so the only thing is, like, if I have a flashlight, which I love flashlights, they're great, but I don't want to put it straight up because that'll make a hot spot. Instead, if I have a flashlight or something with really bright light, I'm going to lay it down so it can bounce against, the light can bounce against the side of the walls. So I'm going to layer in some flashlights. I'm going to have 2 going one way, and then I'm going to have 2 going the other way. Like I said, you can do whatever lights you have. Twinkle lights, if you just have like plug-in twinkle lights, that works well. These are just some of the lights that we have laying around the museum. We have these push lights, also good. We can experiment and see what those look like. I'm going to set them like kind of on top of the my flashlights. I'm leaning them kind of against, I might use some tape to hold my flashlights in place, because I really like, so that way I can lean other things against the flashlights to bounce off the walls, and it won't, they won't move around once I'm moving around, like using my light box. So if you wanted to make one of these with older kiddos, you could totally 100% talk about like the way light works and have them experiment with different ways to make a light box. That would be really fun. So I've got some lights in here. I've got more here that I can add if I want to later. And then we can put our lid on. And it creates, you can't tell from here, but as soon as we're done here, I'm going to bring this into a dark room to show you what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. So you might be wondering, what do I put on a light box? What do I do with a light box? And you can buy so many things, or you can make so many things. So one of the things I made and I use in my preschool program here at the museum is I took clear dividers, like for a binder, that are kind of translucent but colored, and made shapes with popsicle sticks. So you can do that. Lots of cool shapes, and they look great on the light box. You can go to like the dollar store and get these. I found these clear, these like plasticky, they're ice cubes actually. They have water inside. You're supposed to freeze them and they don't water down your drinks or whatever. But we actually have a lot of these because they're really fun building materials. They act like little blocks for the light table. And then also sensory bottles look really cool on the light table. So this one is just made with liquid watercolor or food coloring and baby oil, and then the fun doodads that go inside. And then, but there's also really cool things that we have that you might want to, if your kids are really into light tables, you can invest them in them. So we also have these like transparent shapes that are plastic, or we have things like these blocks that are lined in wood but have clear middles, and they're really fun for light play. As well as these three-dimensional shapes that are also transparent, and they look really cool on the light table as well. You can really get lots of different things and just experiment with what you have. Also, just adding things that are opaque and translucent and allowing your child to kind of discover the differences between what makes something opaque and what makes something translucent or clear, and kind of develop that learning and curiosity. So I like to actually set up the light table and then have maybe one or two things on the light table and then a basket next to it full of all different kinds of materials for kiddos to experiment and explore with. So now we are to the fun part. I want to go into a dark room and I want to show you how cool this looks. So come on with me.